The story you're about to hear is true. The information has been gathered from the files of the David Crowley case. The Crowley case has been adjudicated as a murder/suicide. Since then, many sleuths are bringing into question the official narrative. Thank you for joining us for tonight's episode, The Smoking Gun. Or is it?
We start off tonight in the offices of S&C Investigators. Sophia has been scouring through the discovery received from the regional group. She finds something of particular interest and presents it to Catherine.
Catherine, you have got to see this.
What'd you find?
I was going through the discovery that the regional group had sent over last Thursday. I was especially going over what they called the supposed smoking gun. It's an interesting picture, but it's extremely blurry and very pixelated. There's something that just isn't right about it. What do you think, Catherine?
That picture looks manipulated. Oh, we can't be sure though, until we run some tests. Let's get this to Girl Friday. She can look into the case files and see if there's anything to either support their picture or prove their discovery wrong.
After Catherine hands Girl Friday the photo, Girl Friday walks to the pile of papers on her desk and begins her search. From this point forward, the regional group will be simply referred to as RG.
I wouldn't put it past anyone to manipulate the so-called evidence in this case. The RG has done that several times. For an office that works directly with the district attorney, their evidence has been really shady lately.
After Sophia returns to her desk, she begins to look through more of the discovery. Another photo captures her attention.
The more I read, the more this case reeks of a cover-up. Catherine, I found another photo. Here, take a look.
Oh, I agree. A cover-up is looking to be very likely. Good eye, Sophia. This photo does seem a little too weird.
Doesn't it? Not to mention what the RG says is in this photo.
I'm afraid to ask, but will anyway. What do they say is in the photo?
The gun that belongs to David Crowley.
You've got to be kidding. In order to shut them down in court, we've got to look at this from every angle.
I absolutely agree. We'll get a fresh look after lunch. Girl Friday should be done with all the research by then.
Girl Friday works through the morning and into her lunch. By the time Sophia and Catherine return to the office, she has the requested photos prepared and on their desks. We pick up the story with Sophia describing what she sees in the photos.
I see a really blurry photo, very pixelated. The text says that there's a gun there. There's supposedly a scarf. I definitely see a lemur. Lots of hair and a blurred out image.
So let me get this straight. They want me to believe this is David's gun on the floor?
That's what they want us to believe.
Okay. Well, that's pretty funny. Let's compare their photo to the actual crime scene photo.
I see a crime scene photo that has part of David's abdomen, exposed lower stomach, hip area, the lemur, a scarf, torn up Quran pages, and lots of hair. It's extremely pixelated.
Look at the position of the lemur in the actual crime scene photo. It is located near David's leg. Hey, I have an idea. Let me pull up Paint Shop Pro and let's compare David's gun to the photo the regional group included in their discovery.
Catherine, this is the photo that they sent. At first, it does look like there could be a gun, but there's something off about it. It's so pixelated, and I really need to see what you could do.
This one here, when we look at this, we're going to look closely at the upper left. I've put an overlay of David's gun on top of what they are saying is David's gun on the floor. Notice the shapes. What's the thing that jumps out at you?
What I'm seeing is that David's gun does not match the gun that they have in the photo. His handle or the grip is much more narrow. The barrel of the gun is shorter. Their gun has silver on the barrel, but David's is completely black. These guns do not match.
I agree. I don't see a matching gun either. I see that if I'm matching up the quote-unquote grips of the gun, look how much longer their so-called gun on the floor sticks out past the barrel of David's gun. It doesn't match at all. Here's the photo of David's gun. And here I have extracted the gun from the photo, and this is what it looks like now. The slide is in the lock back position. So it makes the slide protrude toward the back, and since the slide on David's gun was not in the lock position when found, I've removed that portion and have now created this photo. And with some minor adjustments of gun position to fit the area they are calling the gun on the floor, let's put this on top of their photo to see if it matches. They don't match. Let me enhance David's gun to show the contrast better.
Oh, wow, I definitely can see a difference there. These don't match whatsoever.
I agree. And when matching up the grips, you can see the barrels don't match. So let's match the barrels. Now let's look at their photo again. This time, though, I'll add some lighting to bring out what they say is the gun. Here we have their original photo where it says the rug, the scarf, the hair, the lemur, and then a little gun. And in this next photo, I've added some lighting. And if we stop there, people may start to think that, wow, this is a gun. This could be a gun. However, I'm going to lighten it some more to see what we can bring out in the photo, because we need to make sure. I think it's safe to say that this is not a picture of David's gun on the floor. It is a very grainy photo. It is a poor photo. It's poor quality. But if we're looking at what is supposed to be the grip, there's shadows where shadows shouldn't be. There's silver where silver shouldn't be on the quote-unquote barrel. This is not a gun. I don't know what it is, but it's not a gun. What are your thoughts, Sophia?
Catherine, I'm telling you, this gun photo is a fake. We're looking at a clump of hair. The barrels don't match. The color doesn't match. David's gun is a solid black. This one is way too dark, and the handles don't match. And they're calling this a smoking gun? Or is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you have just heard is true. Only some names have been changed and characterizations added. David Crowley was charged, tried, and convicted within the minds of the law officers from the Apple Valley, Minnesota Police Department. Due to the lack of investigation, David Crowley is labeled as a murderer and is on record as a perpetrator of spousal abuse. David was, and is, not alive to defend himself, so it is up to us to do it for him.
We hope you have enjoyed tonight's episode, The Smoking Gun, or Is It? Although portrayed in an entertaining format, this case is far from entertaining. We believe a very real and beautiful family died at the hands of perpetrators that are still roaming free. For more information on the Crowley case, please visit the YouTube channels and websites listed in the description box below.